Welcome to Autobike Focus, where we explore the most advanced and historic machines that have shaped global defense and technology. Today, we examine the 2026 J-8 fighter jet, a Chinese aircraft that carries with it decades of history, upgrades, and strategic value. While it may not match the stealth and sophistication of modern fifth-generation platforms like the J-20, the J-8 remains an important chapter in China's aviation story, symbolizing both endurance and the transition toward newer technologies. The origins of the J-8 program. The J-8 traces its roots back to the 1960s, when China recognized the need for a high-speed, high-altitude interceptor to defend its airspace against strategic bombers. At the time, Western aircraft such as the American SR-71 Blackbird and Soviet MiG-25 were pushing the limits of performance, and China sought a counterpart. The result was the J-8, which made its maiden flight in 1969 and officially entered service in the early 1980s. It was China's first truly indigenous twin-engine interceptor, signaling a shift toward greater aerospace independence. Design and layout. The J-8 was designed as a twin-engine, twin-tail interceptor with a long, sleek fuselage, optimized for speed rather than maneuverability. Its design was heavily influenced by Soviet concepts of the 1960s, resembling a scaled-up version of the MiG-21 with additional power and range. The aircraft's size allowed for larger radar systems and more fuel, giving it extended endurance compared to earlier fighters in the Chinese fleet. The design philosophy behind the J-8 was clear: to intercept high-speed intruders at long ranges rather than engage in close dogfights. Evolution into the J-8-2. The original J-8 underwent numerous upgrades, with the J-8-2 variant marking a significant redesign. Featuring a side-mounted air intake configuration, improved radar, and compatibility with modern missiles, the J-8 represented China's growing aerospace maturity. This version became the backbone of China's interceptor force during the 1990s and early 2000s. Importantly, it was during this era that the J-8-2 became internationally known due to the 2001 Hainan Island incident, where a U.S. Navy EP-3 reconnaissance plane collided with a Chinese J-8-2, underscoring its role in China's air defense and geopolitical tensions. Modernization into the 2020s. While the J-8 is an older airframe, by 2026 it continues to serve in a modernized form, benefiting from decades of incremental upgrades. These include advanced avionics systems, improved radar such as the Type 1492 pulse Doppler set, and compatibility with beyond visual range missiles. Chinese engineers integrated digital cockpits, data link systems, and electronic countermeasure suites to extend the aircraft's relevance. The latest J-8 variants can carry weapons like the PL-12 medium-range missile and the PL-8 short-range infrared missile, giving them credible capability despite their vintage origins. Performance characteristics. The J-8's performance has always emphasized speed and altitude. Powered by twin turbojet engines, the aircraft can reach speeds of Mach 2.2 and operate at altitudes exceeding 65,000 feet. Its large size provides excellent range, making it ideal for long-endurance patrols over China's vast borders and maritime regions. However, agility has never been its strength. Compared to modern fourth-generation fighters like the J-10C or Su-27 derivatives, the J-8 is less maneuverable, limiting its role in modern dogfighting scenarios. Still, its raw speed and altitude ceiling ensure it remains a capable interceptor. Weapon systems. In its 2026 configuration, the J-8 is equipped with a variety of weapons that keep it relevant in regional defense. Its internal 23mm cannon provides close-range firepower, while its external pylons support advanced air-to-air missiles. The PL-12 gives the J-8 a true beyond visual range engagement capability, comparable to the American AIM-120 AMRAAM. Meanwhile, the PL-8 short-range missile, with its infrared guidance and helmet-mounted sight integration, gives pilots an edge in close engagements. Additionally, the J-8 can carry unguided bombs and rockets for limited ground attack missions, though this remains secondary to its interceptor role. Radar and avionics. The modernization of the J-8's avionics suite has been key to its survival into 2026. With the addition of pulse Doppler radar, the aircraft gained the ability to track multiple targets at greater distances. Later upgrades integrated data link systems, allowing J-8s to receive targeting data from airborne early warning aircraft and ground-based radars. This network-centric capability enhances the aircraft's situational awareness, compensating for its older design. Improved electronic warfare pods and countermeasure dispensers also boost survivability against modern missile threats. Role in the PLA Air Force. The J-8 has long served as a workhorse in the People's Liberation Army Air Force, PAF. By 2026, however, its role is largely limited to secondary duties such as air defense patrols, training, and coastal interception missions. With the induction of fifth-generation fighters like the J-20 and upgraded fourth-generation platforms like the J-10C, the J-8 is no longer at the front line of China's air power. Yet it continues to fill important gaps, providing numbers and reach where more advanced aircraft may not be available. Its ability to patrol large areas at high altitude makes it especially useful in maritime zones. Strategic importance. Despite being considered outdated by Western standards, the J-8 still has strategic relevance. For China, maintaining large interceptor fleets ensures the ability to monitor and defend its vast borders against reconnaissance aircraft and potential intruders. The J-8's endurance makes it suitable for missions over the South China Sea, East China Sea, in border regions with Russia and India. It also serves as a valuable platform for pilot training, bridging older systems with the newer technologies China is deploying. In many ways, the J-8 in 2026 represents a transitional platform, keeping the skies secure while newer generations gradually expand in numbers. Comparison with modern fighters. When compared to modern fighters like the American F-35, Russian Su-57, or even China's own J-20, the J-8 is clearly a step behind in terms of stealth, sensor fusion, and maneuverability. However, its strengths lie in its altitude reach, speed, and simplicity. Unlike stealth aircraft that require heavy maintenance, the J-8 is rugged, proven, and relatively easy to operate. This makes it cost-effective for routine air patrols and intercept missions. While it cannot compete head-to-head with fifth-generation fighters, it remains a credible platform in certain roles where endurance and speed matter more than stealth. Challenges and limitations. The J-8's limitations are clear. Its large radar cross-section makes it highly visible to modern radars, and its lack of stealth reduces survivability in heavily contested airspaces. Its maneuverability is inferior to most fourth-generation fighters, making it vulnerable in close combat. Furthermore, despite avionics upgrades, the J-8's aging airframe places constraints on how far modernization can extend its life. These challenges mean the aircraft is destined for gradual phase-out, replaced by more advanced systems like the J-16, J-10C, and J-20, the future of the J-8. By 2026, the J-8 is nearing the end of its service life. However, instead of a sudden retirement, the aircraft is likely to remain in limited service for a few more years, primarily in training roles and border patrol missions. It will continue to provide valuable service until sufficient numbers of modern fighters are deployed. Additionally, some J-8 airframes may find secondary lives as test platforms for new radars, weapons, and electronic systems. In this way, the J-8 contributes to the development of future aircraft, even as its frontline days fade. Legacy and historical impact. The J-8 fighter jet holds a unique place in China's aviation history. It was the nation's first indigenous twin-engine interceptor and represented a bold step forward during a time when China was still developing its aerospace industry. For decades, it served as the backbone of China's high-speed interception capability, playing critical roles in defending airspace and asserting territorial claims. Its long service life, spanning over 5 decades, is a testament to its solid design and adaptability. The J-8's legacy lies not in being the most advanced fighter of its era, but in being a reliable guardian that helped China transition toward a modern, technologically advanced